Bring it back.
Good evening, guys. This is Binannce from the Crypto Doctor here with another video. So today I'm going to be talking about what happened to me today. So I kind of lost like $100+ on lack of security. So you know I've emphasized on security for so long, but before that, let me just give a market roundup. Now, what's black and white and red all over? Coin market cap. You can see everything is red, but it's mainly just holding at the levels. Bitcoin strongly holding at 5,500. Now this is the charts, so it doesn't look so bad, I think, when you kind of zoom out. Now I'm going to add all the lines I've added, and you can see we have the long-term moving upward trend, and now we have the short-term trend. And now if I zoom into what's happening here, you can see that these are the lines of support I've seen to come up, because been tested here and here as the all-time high. So if the markets break below this range, which was a bounce level around the 5,433 level, we should expect the markets strongly trending down towards the 4,900, which might be the lowest point unless we have a full-time crash. And as you can see, the market's still holding up and moving in this upward triangle right here. So still looking bearish on Bitcoin, and with the hard fork coming up, it's still going to be awesome. So let's get down to what happened today. So I was trying to make a transaction, and generally what you do is you copy your transaction address and then you paste it where you're going to be making the transaction, and then you click send. But generally, some of the things I always emphasize is security. You have to make sure you're secure, because cryptocurrency is quite unforgiving in the sense that once a transaction is made, it cannot be reversed. So what happened in this case, I copied the transaction address and I pasted it, and I tried to make the transaction, only to find out that the transaction address had changed to a different transaction address. So it was more like malware, which kept on converting it, and even when I copied it to a browser, it still changed the address. So let's go back to my phone and then I'll show you what happened. So here we are on my PC or my computer screen, and I'm going to be showing you what happened using a random address. Now this is one of my videos, and I'm going to just scroll down to my description where I have donation address, as you can see there. Now the donation address is 37UG and so on. I'm going to highlight it and copy it. Now I think this applies to any kind of address generally. Now I'm going to go to coin payments to try to make a transaction. Then I'm going to paste it down there and paste, and you can see the change. Now we have 37U and here we have 17U. Now this happens automatically no matter where you go. You can go to open a new tab page, and then we'll clear that up from when I was testing it out before making this video. We'll copy it again and we'll try to paste. Now, no matter where you try to paste this address, it will still give you the same result, 17U, and we had a 37. So now you have to be very careful when doing this, and this is why you should always cross-check your addresses, because it's very risky. So now I'm going to go back to the main address, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do this risk-free. So you first of all copy part of the address. Make sure you copy just a part of it, because the malware works by finding addresses. Now to try to find a full Bitcoin address or any kind of address, I believe, and use this as what to work with. So we copy part of it, we paste it. Now the malware doesn't identify this as an address. That's in the case where you need to make an urgent transaction or payment, and then we go back to coin payments and we complete the payments. Now you can see we have the full address. So that's been it. Let's go back to my piece. Let's go back to the recording screen. So that was what happened, and what I keep saying is you should be careful with stuff. Now you have to get an antivirus working on your PC. Generally that wasn't my PC, because okay, on my PC I already have antivirus and everything set up. I was working on someone else's computer when that happened, and there was definitely problem with security. Now, when you're working with cryptocurrencies, you have to be very careful. You have to enable your two-factor authentication, which is one, and then you have to learn about security. You have to be able to have antiviruses. I currently use Avast, and for Windows, I use as many antivirus as possible to protect myself from malware and so on. And you have to have firewalls, because hackers are out there trying to make a quick buck, because it's very easy. Once a transaction in cryptocurrencies is made, it cannot be redeemed, it cannot be reversed, it's gone forever. So you have to be very careful when you're making transactions, and you have to cross-check the addresses that you're using. Now, when you use a Bitcoin address to make a transaction, you have to first of all check the full length of the transaction, in the sense that you copy the address and you paste it, but first of all you have to check if the beginning correlates with that, or just check, make sure you just check that the whole address correlates with the address you copied. Because even in the case where you just scan the QR code, it could be tampered with, because there's so much malware out there that, like, everybody's just trying to make money, and
Hello there guys, Binannce from
it's going to
today I'm going to be reviewing
be crazy on the way through. So I'm going to be showing you an example from one of my videos here. The addresses, you have to just cross-check it. Like, there's no two ways about it, because this is your money you're talking about. Now you have to make sure that the beginning matches, the end matches. And what it did was it just matched the beginning, and I just checked the beginning and I was like, okay, this is okay, and I made the transaction. And one thing you have to know with cryptocurrency is that today the price of Bitcoin is 5,540, but tomorrow is going to be 6,000, 10,000, and by the time it's somewhere 10,000 or 11,000, so the money just keeps doubling, the money you lose. So you just don't want to keep losing money on cryptocurrency. So I hope you can take a lesson from this and try to help yourself not to lose money. So remember, security is one of the most important parts, because they said that in cryptocurrency there are two major remorses, or two major problems people have, or two major things people reminisce on. One, that they should have bought more Bitcoin, and two, they should have taken security more serious. So thank you very much for watching, and see you on the moon. Peace out.